The staff was always incredibly friendly with Bobo until one day when he began acting strangely. That's when they decided to follow him and see what he was doing. During their observation, they saw that he had something in his hand. They spotted this from a distance and couldn't figure out what it was. Once they understood what was going on, they all agreed that they had never seen an ape do something like this. When Mefu Primate Sanctuary found Bobo, he was an orphan in one of Cameroon's jungles. Poachers had taken his mother and left him stranded when he was only 2 years old. This made him quite shy and aloof. But despite this, he befriended a few people when they took him into their care. However, Bobo grew up and became an incredibly strong adult gorilla. He eventually went on to become the sanctuary's dominant ape. This gorilla had become an ape no poacher would want to mess with. Although he was 350 pounds and an intimidating presence, Bobo was a sweetheart. He was never aggressive with other apes, which helped him gain their respect. Even the staff could see that Bobo was kind-hearted and caring towards others. Bobo's nature was the polar opposite of the politics surrounding the ape world. In many cases, newcomers can be extremely vicious when trying to take the throne. However, Bobo worked hard and he wasn't ready to give it up without a fight. Alyssa had cared for Bobo since he was brought into the sanctuary. She explained that younger males, Nkamam and Kibu, had challenged Bobo for his position. However, these younger gorillas weren't successful and never tried to take control again. Nonetheless, Alyssa became increasingly worried once Bobo began behaving in inconsistent ways. During his role as the campus's big ape, he had never acted like this. It was becoming concerning. What was wrong with him? When Alyssa saw that something wasn't quite right with Bobo, she knew that she needed to keep an eye on him. His sudden attitude shift was something that worried her a lot, and she wanted to ensure he wasn't a threat to others. Once the staff began observing Bobo, they quickly saw that he would hide in the long grass. This was different because he typically strutted around the enclosure with his usual confidence. Something wasn't right, and the staff needed to find out what. Alyssa decided that she was going to continue her observation of Bobo. After watching him longer, she understood that he wasn't hiding in the foliage. Instead, he was keeping something away that he didn't want the staff or other apes to see. Alyssa waited until Bobo was out of sight before making her way to the grassy area where she saw Bobo's changing behavior. She had searched the area and hadn't found anything unusual. However, she noticed that Bobo hadn't hidden anything in the grass. He had kept it with him. Bobo was always friendly to the staff, but he recently began pushing Alyssa away each time she approached Gorilla. Alyssa's plan was failing. She wanted to get closer to Bobo to see what he was carrying with him, but he kept pushing her away. However, on one occasion, Alyssa was lucky enough to get closer to Bobo to spot what he was guarding. She was shocked to see that it wasn't some odd item. Instead, he was guarding a little creature. Once Bobo realized that he was being watched, he became scared and quickly bolted into the overgrown grass. Although Alyssa had spotted Bobo's guarded treasure, she couldn't see what it was because it was too tiny. Once staff had more information on this little creature, they determined that it was a galego, also known as a bush baby. It's believed that the little guy made its way into Bobo's enclosure from the surrounding forest. When spotting the bush baby, Alyssa saw that the tiny creature didn't have any fear. The bush baby moved around Bobo's body and hopped across the grass before returning to the gorilla. What surprised Alyssa the most wasn't that Bobo and the bush baby were getting on well. It was that a bush baby was extremely rare to find, so this made the interaction that more special. Additionally, they're nocturnal, so seeing a gorilla feeding a bush baby breakfast is an oddity. This interaction between Bobo and the bush baby was a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. Wild animals rarely interact with rescued ones, so having a wild bush baby is comfortable around Bobo was a massive attraction. From the staff's observation, the little bush baby was happy playing in Bobo's arms. Once Alyssa and other staff members noticed what was going on, it didn't take long before the other apes saw the little primate. Many of the other apes were curious to see Bobo's new friend, but the massive gorilla kept them at a distance. He wanted to ensure nobody disturbed the little bush baby. That's when Bobo sensed that the Gallegos wanted to return to their natural habitat. Although Bobo had let the bush baby go back to the wild, Alyssa was happy that they got to capture this unexplainable moment. The staff had the opportunity to film this unusual encounter and shared it over social media. Soon after sharing this story, it went viral. The post stated that the caregivers discovered Bogo cradling the bush baby while performing one of their routine morning checks. They were amazed to see the gorilla treating the bush baby with such care. From this viral post, people were quick to state that humans should learn a little from the gorilla. One user wrote that gorillas are known for having a very empathetic and nurturing nature. Hence, humans could learn from these animals. The unfortunate truth is that many industrial agriculture projects are putting these gorillas in great jeopardy. Their habitats are being destroyed, while many poachers are wanting to take these primates for personal gain. They are threatened. The intelligence of gorillas brings about many sad moments for people, like the one where it is said that for young children, gorillas can use their teeth and hands to help them climb trees and the depth of water. The other sad moment is when gorillas eat ants to avoid getting stung when they are eating. Over the past few years, organizations have seen a shift to focus on educating or re-educating people who were previously unaware of mountain gorillas. This has led to interesting results and marked an end to some of the threats faced by these wild animals. It's now time for organizations to keep up their success and ensure future achievements are sustained into the future.